Scalar and vector quantities. So we'll discuss about scalar and vector quantities. For that, first we'll start some introduction, and after that we'll discuss the definitions of these quantities. Okay. A study of motion will involve the introduction of variety of quantities which are used to describe the physical world. For example, of such quantities are distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, mass, moment, energy, work, power, etc. All these quantities can be divided into two categories. First one is scalar and second one is vector. Okay, so studying the motion, we required different quantities, and we could use the different physical quantities which are distance, displacement, acceleration, velocity, moment, mass, energy, work, etc. So we can say that these quantities can be classified in two main categories. First one is scalar quantities, second one is vector quantities. Okay, so scalar quantity, first one is scalar quantities. Scalar quantities have magnitude only. It is denoted by a number and unit. For example, length, mass, time, speed, work, energy. Okay, so scalar quantities, for example, we are saying that scalar quantities have only magnitude. Okay, only magnitude. For example, if I am talking about speed, okay, speed will be 5 meter per second. Okay, only magnitude, no direction, only magnitude. If we are representing any quantity with only magnitude, then we'll say that that quantity is a scalar quantity. Okay, so speed is a scalar quantity. Scalars of the same kind can be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided by ordinary laws. Okay, now second quantity is vector quantity. Vector quantities have both magnitude and direction. So remember, vector quantities have both magnitude and directions. For example, displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, weight, moment, etc. So in vector quantities, we are saying that vector quantities have both magnitude and direction. For example, if we'll talk about velocity, we can represent it 5 meter per second south. Okay, so this one is the magnitude and south is a direction. So we have both the quantities, magnitude and direction. So we'll say that velocity will be is vector quantity. Velocity will be a vector quantity because magnitude and direction both are present. Clear? So we can say the quantities which have only magnitude are known as scalar quantities, and the quantities which have both magnitude and direction are called vector quantities. रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ वेक्टर, तो अब हम देखेंगे वेक्टर को किस तरह से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. तो लेट्स स्टार्ट. वेक्टर क्वांटिटीज आर ऑफन रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय स्केल्ड वेक्टर डायग्राम. Vector diagram represent a vector by use of an arrow drawn to scale in a specific direction. An example of a scaled vector diagram is shown in figure 2.7. From the figure, it is clear that the scale is listed. Second point, a line with an arrow is drawn in a specific direction. Third point, the magnitude and the direction of vector are clearly labeled. Okay. In the above case, the diagram shows that the magnitude is 4 Newton and the direction is 30 degree to x-axis. The length of the line gives the magnitude and arrowhead gives the direction. In notation, the vector is denoted in the boldface letter such as capital A with an arrow above the letter, that is A arrow. Reads as vector A or A vector, while its magnitude is denoted by A or mod of A. Now, as shown in the figure 2.7, we have vector quantity OA, that is equals to 4 Newton. Okay, now this one is a scaled vector diagram in which we have an arrow in the direction of A. So this one, O point is a tail and A point is a head of vector. Head of the vector is showing the direction of that vector, and we have direction with x-axis 30 degree. This one is 30 degree angle. So angle is denoting that vector is inclined 30 degree from x-axis, and the magnitude of OA, this one, is equals to 4 Newton, and the vector is denoted by OA vector. This vector is also known as position vector, that is denoting the position of point A with respect to origin. Clear?